Commander Wilson, my fellow veterans, ladies and gentlemen, 5 years ago this month I had the high honor of appearing before this convention. Then we were at peace, a peace that we hoped would be permanent. Now again, we have on a distant land Americans and their allies suffering, dying, that we may have the privilege to meet in conventions such as this. Before I go further, may I speak for you and for all Americans with whom I have had the privilege to serve in the uniform of our country, that those men that are disabled and those men who have left widows and orphans shall never be forgotten. I have also been assured that I may now, as we disbanded that great Army, that great Navy, and that great Air Force, that only 7 years later, America would have to be studying and analyzing the world in terms of fear and concern. We are threatened by a great tyranny, a tyranny that is brutal in its primitiveness. It is a tyranny that has brought thousands, millions of people into slave camps and is attempting to make all humankind its chattel. Now let America, saddened by the tragedy of lost opportunity, etch in its memory the role of countries once independent, now suffocating under this Russian pall. Not only in Eastern Europe is communist barbarism broken forth beyond its own borders, on its Asiatic periphery, the Kremlin has made captive China and Tibet, Inner Mongolia, Northern Korea, Northern Japan, the northern half of Indochina, its slaves. It has added 500 million people to its arsenal of manpower. Most of those people in the Far East have been. Now, Moscow is not going to make the mistake that Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan made. It means that we have some time, because they do not feel ready yet to challenge us in this final fashion. But it means also that to this threat we must at once find the right answer. So long as menace hangs over our heads, our peril circumscribes our industrial goals. Our agricultural program, our fiscal policy, our very attitudes are colored by this great threat. Now, fear is a claim. For you veterans who have given years of your youth, whose comrades have given their lives in the cause of freedom, these resolves require no effort approaching the demands made on you in war. Yet, the reward for America and for the free world will be as great as any victory in battle or in any campaign. The world, all the world, will again recognize the United States of America as the spiritual and material realization of the dreams that men have dreamt since the dawn of history. Then, the story of America will be repeated on the tom-toms of the African jungle, in the gossip of Arab bazaars, under the shady trees of the Champs-Élysées, in the temples and along the holy rivers of the East. The ring of truth around the world will drown the strident lies of Moscow's propaganda. This is the first time before an American Legion convention that I have been able to say, fellow veterans, in its fullest and truest sense. My wardrobe is now entirely civilian. The only item that I lack that veterans are supposed to have is the button that you're supposed to wear in your lapel. Now, I think that was merely an oversight on the part of the Army that I do not have it. I cannot believe that that is an act of economy in official Washington of today. You have done your work without recklessly injuring the reputations of innocent people. May I, at this moment, enlist with you for the duration in the great cause you have set yourselves. And may I... Here may I pay my tribute to the American Legion for its unending, effective efforts to uproot subversion, communism from wherever it finds it in our country, and to stay on that job until it is done.